Well, the property market continues to flourish in Pattaya, with condos getting bought up like hotcakes. Today we've came down to Wongamart for a Nova Group project. Of course, Nova is well established with a huge pedigree here in Pattaya. This is the Palm. Today they have the launch of their showrooms. I believe they've had great sales already, but today they've put the showrooms in for the agents and for those customers who want to invest in this wonderful part of North Pattaya. Okay, to tell us more about the Palm is a partner in the Palm, Winston Gale. Winston, nice to see you again. How are you doing?
Very well, Paul. Yourself?
I'm very well, thank you. So it's a while since we've been down here. When we first came down, this is when you had your sales office, and quite recently you've finished this magnificent showroom. But sales have been good. I mean, you know, I thought we were having a recession, mate.
Well, yes, sales have been very good. We launched December last year, and in the last 8 months we've managed to achieve over 360 sales, which is about 62%. It's been a welcome surprise for us. We thought because of the location we would sell very well. We didn't think we would quite sell as fast as we've sold. So yeah, all positive stuff. Okay,
so but the normal, if there is such a word as normal in Pattaya, is that there tends to be, you know, there's something of a rush initially in terms of, and I know that, you know, for many other projects they've been quite surprised by their sales, maybe not to the degree that you guys have achieved, which is partly down to the pedigree of Nova, I guess, but also the location. Is the market, is the demographic what you anticipate? Is it Farangs? Are you getting Thais buying? Are you getting Bangkokians buying?
It's quite an even split between the buyers that we have, actually. We've found, interestingly, that literally 50% of all of our buyers have actually been Thai, mostly from Bangkok, and obviously the rest have been a mixture of, there's obviously a large amount of Russians, 25% of the remaining 50, and then the remaining 25% of the foreign quota has been a mix of Europeans and a few elsewhere, so yeah.
Okay, so the Russian market's still very strong, really.
Still very strong, yeah, and we continue to see a lot of interest on a daily basis from the Russian market as well, so yeah.
So give us the 15-second soundbite about what the Palm is all about and what makes it different from your competitors.
Okay, 15 seconds. We would like to think that the land location, which is on a peninsula, is very important. We have beautiful sea views from virtually every unit. The way that we've stylized the units, I think they make the most of natural light, large balconies, and I like to think as well that the area that we're in is one of Pattaya's better areas. Certainly the amount of investment that's gone into the area in the last 2.5 years has bolstered that position, and I like to think that the Palm is going to be a welcomed contribution to that.
Sure. Well, you know, the area of Wongamart, I think it's always been popular with Thais. For some reason, it has it's higher in their regard, I think, which is obviously bellied by your sales figures and how they have the 50% have already bought. You only need 1% more and you're legal. No, I'm just joking.
Very true.
Okay, so why do you then launch these showrooms when you've had such great sales?
Well, we think it's important that irrespective of the sales that you do initially get, I think people, on a scale of a project of this size, people, rightfully so, they want to feel something tangible. They want to see what a finished product that the developers is offering and promising. They want to see what it looks like. Certainly the Thai buyers certainly have that cultural interest, and I think on a scale like this, irrespective of the 62% sales that we have so far, it's the right thing to do from a positive perspective. You know, we are committed to building the Palm in the next 3.5 years. We should build showrooms, and hopefully the showrooms that we have built, people will be delighted with the finishings that we've provided. So, but obviously their feedback is key. We'll listen to what their feedback is, and we maybe will adjust accordingly to the right suggestions that we get. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I remember interviewing Ronnie Feynman many months ago when you opened the sales office, and I said to him, you know, is there actually a need for any more condos in Pattaya? And he said, well, the answer is in the fact that the sales are still there. Wow. You'd obviously agree with that. Absolutely, yes. I mean, there's a lot of substantial companies in Bangkok that are now coming into Pattaya. We'll see a lot of new projects, new exciting projects entering the market in the next 6 months, which obviously is great for Pattaya. There's a lot of people who have confidence in Pattaya moving forward. So yeah, I think while people are still buying and the feeling around is very positive, yeah, long may it continue. Okay, now I believe, and I could be wrong, but the studios, are they all gone now? Yes, we've managed to sell all the studios. We had 198 studios in Tower B. Okay. They've all gone. Beautiful views out of all of them. You've got the Sanctuary of Truth view 100% from one, and of course you have Pattaya views from stepping out from the other side. So yeah, they've all gone. And for those people who bought there, are they people you think, I don't know if you know the answer to this, but are they people you think who are going to actually live at the Palm, or do you think they've used that as an investment vehicle? A combination of both, I think. There are many people here, obviously investors. It's an early stage for the project, so people have obviously come here with that view. But also we've had a lot of people who have come here and fallen in love with the beachfront and what the lifestyle represents for them, while still being in a place like Pattaya that's very party town, if you like. So a combination of both, Paul. Okay. So I guess, you know, in the last 8-9 months, these people, they've kind of came in on the ground floor, bought when the price was at the price that you advertised them from, and they'll be able to reap the rewards. I mean, I guess if they bought a studio, say 6 months ago, what price would that be? And if they were looking at reselling, like, they could actually resell that before the project's finished, can't they? Well, yeah, that's absolutely right. I mean, there's so many people that bought so early, and I think now, obviously, with all the new projects coming online in the next 12 months, it's 3.5 years before the completion of the Palm. I think the people that have bought into the Palm now will be smiling in 3.5 years financially, whether they decide to keep their unit and enjoy it, or whether it's a purely financial decision for them. So, or they might look at what they could get for it and think, well, let's just wait a little bit longer and see how it goes. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And in the meanwhile, they can enjoy living in this wonderful part of the city. It's not bad, is it? Well, it's not bad. It's not too shabby, is it? It's not too shabby. Okay, Winston, I think we'll wind it up there. Thanks very much for inviting us here today. It's great to see you as always. You've got a magnificent team, and your new showrooms are fantastic. I'm sure that the remaining 38% are just a matter of time. Not too long, I think. Thanks very much, Paul. Cheers, Winston. Thank you. See you again. Bye-bye.